Same question, yeah. So obviously, if it's a severe chronic situation, you shouldn't be doing any of that yourself or going to friends that aren't professionals, right? Mental health is a serious problem, and you wouldn't go ask your friend to perform a surgery, you know? Like, it's not something, if you break your leg, you're not going to ask your buddy to like fix it, right? So if it's severe, you know, you should go to a professional. I do advocate going to a professional, even if it's not severe, even if you just need somebody to talk to, you should go to a professional, because people are not like qualified to do this, and not everybody has good intentions. Unfortunately, human beings are subject to emotions and falling victim to their own intentions, and you know, they could be wanting to steer you into one direction or the next. And in hip-hop, this is extremely prevalent. We're all victim to somebody trying to, like, kind of, in a way, jock us, or you know, push us to uplift their hustle or whatever.
Relax,
it is.
Isabel. Grandma will tighten up for you.
All right, great.
Yes. Well, when it goes to like men's suicide rate, because I know it's like high in Africa, even within the states. Like, what are the resources you guys have out there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, within the states, goods, and even within South Africa.
Yeah. So South Africa's not very good with mental health. You know, it's a third world country. It's a very developed third world country, but it's a third world country nonetheless. And so you must imagine that third world countries are still building up to a first world, and so they focus on things like infrastructure, right? So their focus is economics, banking, finance, roads, electricity. So the mental health aspect is absolutely neglected. And so to just swing back to your first question, so for myself, you know, as I said, most of your stuff should be done from a professional, but
Isabel,
I do a lot of reading and research myself, and as a martial artist, we do a lot of the mental training, right? Because we have to ego check every single session that we come into. We do full contact, BJJ, boxing. You know, we put ourselves in danger. I have another guy, at any moment he could break anything in my body, and I have to trust him and put myself in vulnerable situations. So I have to know that he has no emotional problems, and so we check that. Unfortunately, in breaking, there's no mental training. Like, people just carry on as they wish, and actually we motivate mental problems, like the opposite of health, right? Like, we
I agree on that.
Yeah.
Not meaning to cut you off, but I do agree on that, and I think a lot of that has to do with the promoters, because you got to look at, take example, and a lot of us went through this. You'll see a good crew. Now they have their formula that made them a good crew, and they bonded, their friendship, things they went through that made them a good crew. There could be members in that crew to where that's their getaway, being around those group of guys. So then you have the promoter, like you said, he wants his ego fed, his brand fed, product pushed, or whatever. So they'll go for the most two popular guys. It's in hip hop period, rather it's rapping, but us B-boys, like we said, the mental. They'll take the two best guys, and what we go through is like manipulation, pumping up their ego. So this is where it attacks the mental, because this guy just left a meeting with people that's in better situations in his whole group. So he's coming back to the crew with a different attitude. He's coming back with that energy that was there and brought it all to them. So now he's not even practicing the same. He's looking at these dudes. I'm better than these dudes. I can break better than these guys. I'm gonna fly overseas. I don't need to break with these guys in the garage. But you see how the mental starts to ripple effect? His ego's acting different. He's tarnishing his friendship, the trust issues, you know, and then when all these guys are alone, that's where the real mental hits. That's why being locked up, like being in prison like myself, doing 4 years was hard. And then being able to have to look your students in the face, including kids, and you got to tell them, like, look, I know this is cool right now, but I was in the streets as well, you know, and then go away for 4 years. And then you got to live with the mental saying, okay, these kids looked up to you. Are they going to follow you and go to the streets and, you know, try to balance it like you did, or B, learn from it? So that's why I had to go with my mental and be like, okay, let me show them how to learn from it. So within those 4 years, that's what helped me build the plan up. Writing books, you know, not everything perfect. Like you know, I'm a hustler. Had to get a cell phone up in there, but I was willing to take the punishment because I had to keep my name out there. Now this is the positive mental, because I could have used it to got drugs, or you already know, Andrew, how it goes when you're behind those walls.
He
Totally
invested in
different world.
themselves, you know.
So always know in hip hop. Say that again.
I said you invested in yourself, which is a good thing.
Well, I was just exactly, and then finding a spiritual connection, and then getting my points down to be able to go to fire camp. And like how Stretch was saying, you know, martial arts it's very helpful too mentally, because you know, like a lot of people are fans of Taekwondo, and that's I'm a second degree in Taekwondo.
Ooh, so you got masterful kicks like me.
The mental.
You're a kick master. Ooh.
Well, that's where all the footwork and the crazy freezes, you know, but it's
okay,
not everybody's favorite martial art, but it does build confidence, perseverance, you know, and self-discipline. And as you get older, that self-discipline, it can help you in situations, because just think, like you said, you can verbally hurt somebody, you know, by saying things, but you could also uplift them with your mouthpiece, you know. So I do believe that mental health is serious, because I'm going to be real with y'all. We have it big in Sacramento. There's actually a few B-boys that I've helped heal personally, you know, and their crews were literally trolling me on their page. Now, I could have been the bad guy or fed into the ego thing and, you know, help build their name with the beef stuff. But when I saw their actual crew members reaching out, and we're talking wanting to overdose on drugs, wanting to commit suicide, all for wanting to break, all for just wanting to travel, all for wanting to have that Red Bull shirt on, or that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who's helping them? Yeah. We don't have those sources. You know, so that's why it's listed in the indie. Because just think, when you accomplish something, how do you feel about yourself?
I'm on top of the world.
Okay, we'll switch the conversation.
Swing it back around to
Yeah, we'll ask one more question, and then from there, like, so right now with